are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 25 on 2nd down. Powell. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long, here's Howell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Down at the 33. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
In motion left goes Allen. Prescott off play action.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's got room. And all the way down to the 42.
57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
Always got some breathing room.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's Graham again with a catch, just like the last play. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And Graham on the grab.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Allen, the man in motion right. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Graham. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake, Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Play action now, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Allen, the man in motion left. 4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 2nd and 7. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
1st down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Second down throw for Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Prescott on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his target, Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The kicker on 20
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Howell under pressure. They got him again. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Fielded at about the 28.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
The connection made. It's Graham.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Elliott. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gibson again.
And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Howell. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Howell.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Well, this is... ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Prescott to throw on 4th. And Allen's got it.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll get 17 yards there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. To the air again, Prescott. It's caught outright by Graham. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Graham.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once more, Gibson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
brought down. Howell, desperation time.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man, complete. It's Graham. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now they go play action with Howell.
He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete.
And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Washington on 3rd down.
A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. This is fielded at the 27. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Graham.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.